Hello, welcome to your Keychain Kit tutorial. If you've stumbled upon this video and you would like to purchase a kit for yourself, the link is in the description. So your kit is going to include a clasp and some pre-cut macrame cord. And you're going to need some sharp scissors and a clipboard. It doesn't matter what kind of clipboard you have on hand. This is how you'll use each one, whatever you decide you're going to use. Okay, jumping into it, go ahead and attach your clasp to whatever clipboard you're choosing to use and get all of your cord situated, straightened out. And so we're going to start with one strand and we're going to be doing a reverse lark's head knot. So the way we do that is you fold it in half, make sure it's even, and you have created a little loop there at the top. Go ahead and push that behind the bar on the clasp and pull the loose ends through the loop. Pull tight, and that's just going to create a really sturdy base for what we're going to be doing. So go ahead and do the other two strands as well. Remember, make sure they're even at the ends. Go behind, pull through the loop. Now that you have all the cords mounted onto the clasp, we're going to separate them to keep everything symmetrical and even. It's just a lot easier to knot that way. So the main knot that we're tying in this project is the half hitch. So starting with the half hitch, you have to find your leader cord, which is that cord I'm holding diagonally. And to do that, you take the cord behind, you go up, around, and through. Keeping it at an angle, you pull tight. And we're going to repeat that another time. Up, over and around, through the loop. Pull tight. And that is the half hitch completed. So for each strand, you're going to be doing that sequence 2 times. So we're moving on to the next. Remember, keep that leader cord tight, taut at an angle. Up, around, and through, pull tight. One more time. And that is the first section completed. So in order to do this design, we're going to be going back and forth from the right to the left, right, left. So we're going to be doing the same exact thing this time on the left. So again, find your leader cord. Make sure you keep it held at an angle, and from behind, go around and through. Pull tight. And one more time. Over and through. Now go ahead and continue, do that next cord that is in line. And after that, we will connect the 2 leader cords with one final half hitch. Okay, so at this point you should have 2 lines creating like a V shape. And so we want to connect that. So with your 2 leader cords that you did on each side, we're going to do one final half hitch. It doesn't matter which direction you go, but keep in mind that doing the same direction after each sequence is going to look a lot cleaner. So for me, I'm going to do it on the left side. I think it just looks a little bit nicer that way. So you do whatever you would like, but go ahead and connect those 2. And we have completed our first V in the design. So we're going to do another row directly underneath the ones we just tied. So it's the same exact sequence. You find your leader cord, you go up, around, and pull tight twice. And the only difference this time is because we are doing a second row, you do want to make sure it's a little bit more tight and up close next to that very first row we did. Just looks a lot cleaner if there's not a gap in between those two. So if you need to kind of tighten at the base, you'll kind of see me do that here and there. That can be really helpful, just like that. Just kind of even it out as you go. I also want to add that it's really important that your leader cord always stays in front of the strands that you are actually tying the knot with. I have found that it's really easy sometimes to accidentally get the leader cord behind, and when you do that, it just doesn't create the same knot. So always kind of keep that in the back of your mind. The leader cord has to go in front. So moving on, we're doing the left again, and really that's what this whole project is going to be, is just going back and forth from right to left until you have the length that you want. So at this point, go ahead and finish off this left side, connect the 2 leaders, and then you're going to move on again to the right. Okay, so at this point, keep tying half hitch rows, alternating from right to left until you get to about 7 to 9 rows. Okay, once you have about 7 to 9 rows, whatever your preference is, your keychain should look something like this. And so our next step now is to trim those loose ends. So just do a rough trim on each side. And you can either leave it as is like this, or you can kind of take your fingers and just kind of brush it out. I also like to use a fine-tooth comb. If you have one of those on hand, that's really helpful to just get everything straightened out. And once you have that all done, go ahead and do one last clean trim just to get everything nice and straight. And your keychain should look something like this, completed. Thank you so much for purchasing this kit, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.